Rebecca and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So my last video I was talking about my autumn sewing plans, and today I'm bringing you the first two of those makes. So yeah, I think it's been a couple of weeks. I think haven't really had much time to get sewing in. I've been knitting quite a lot recently, which when they're finished I might show in a sewing vlog like at the end if anyone's interested. So I'll get straight into it. So the first thing that I made was the Tilly and the Buttons Sewing Indigo dress. This is the first one I've made. I'll put the size range that it goes up to, but this Tilly and the Buttons pattern does have their extended size range. And I also have got the add-on pack because I really wasn't bothered about the indigo, but when they brought out the add-on pack, that's when I bought it. I like the puff sleeve and the ruffle on the bottom of the dress. So I made bust and a waist 6, graded to a 7 at the hips. Just got my sewing journal that I'm reading from. And I made the dress version with a puff sleeve and I added the ruffle on the bottom of the dress. So I did my usual forward shoulder adjustment of 1.5 centimetres, high round neck adjustment of 1.5 centimetres. I lengthened the puff sleeve by 7 centimetres, which is a good length, but to make it more winter appropriate, I guess I'd lengthen it again because it comes just past my elbow. And I also added 1 inch onto the length of the bodice because from pictures that you can see, I just feel it might have ended like just below my bust, which I didn't want. I wanted it a bit longer than that. So yeah, I've added 1 inch to the bodice and I bound the neckline because I hate neck facings. I just always find that they roll out and they're not very neat. So yeah, I bound the neckline with bias binding that I made and I put waist ties on. So yeah, so I made it out of a Lady McElroy viscose challis that I've had in my stash for absolutely ages, and I'm so pleased that I finally got it made up. So yeah, so this is the dress. These are the puff sleeves that I lengthened by 7 centimetres. And as you can see, I bound the neckline, put one of my Kylie machine labels in. So yeah, I just made some bias binding, 2 inch bias binding, and then just bound the neckline in the usual way. Yeah, got the ruffle. I will insert a video, and then I put the waist ties in just below the waist because, to tell you the truth, I forgot I was going to add them after I made them. So I wanted to put them into the bodice, but I've actually had to put them just below the bodice in the skirt part. And I also made them way too long, so they need reducing in length. But I'm really pleased with this. I've worn it quite a few times. We're out for mine and my husband's wedding anniversary for a meal. So yeah, really pleased with that. And I put a picture in. And I've already got plans to make another one. But I'll talk about the fabric now actually. I bought this fabric. I saw it on a Fabric Godmother when she does little YouTube videos. So it is a dead stock. It's called Adeline Brushed Cotton Gingham and it's black and tan. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, that would make the perfect indigo. And I think I might lengthen the sleeves a little bit more on this one, although I'm not sure. I might leave them as they are, but I think I'll probably lengthen them. So yeah, can you see that? It's a really nice sort of beigey colour and it feels more grey, and I think that's because it's got the beige in it rather than white and black. It is really nice. It's really soft. I haven't washed it yet because it only came the other day. And I just think it'll be really nice for winter. Yes, that's the inside. You can't really tell, but and then that's the brush side, which I'll have on the outside. So yeah, that is going to be an indigo, and it'll probably might get bumped up my list of things to make. So I'm adding it to my autumn winter sewing plans. and I can't wait to have another indigo, and this is going to be really good for winter and autumn. So yeah, really pleased with that. That's a really good make, and I'm really pleased I finally got it made. So yeah. And then the second thing that I made was the new Craft House Everyday waistcoat. Here it is. So I made it in this really nice Merchant and Mills double gauze fabric, and I've lined it in the same as well. So in the pattern for the new Craft House waistcoat, it says to use wadding, but because this is quite thick as it is, the fabric, I decided, and I put it on the front and lined the waistcoat with it. I decided not to put wadding in because it feels quite nice and thick anyway. And then yeah, I bound it in this really nice, this is in my fabric plans as well, cotton lawn that I'd got in my stash, because I felt it went really well. The bluey colour in it goes well with this colour. So yeah, I put a little label on it there, and then I've also put one there as well on the outside. Another Kylie in the Machine one that I got in my advent calendar last year. So the new Craft House waistcoat, I made it, I made a size 12, but going by the measurements, I should have made a 16, so I've gone 2 sizes down because the amount of ease in it, in the pattern, it's a lot. As you see, I've sized down 2 sizes. Again, I did my high round back and forward shoulder adjustment, and I didn't put any of the wadding in. It was a really quick make, really quick, so it was enjoyable. And yeah, I've worn it once actually with a Roscoe shirt that I've got, and that was really good with like big sleeves. So yeah, I'm looking forward to wearing this autumn winter. Quickly pop it on with this dress, although I probably wouldn't, there's no reason why I wouldn't. So yeah, there we are. So it hits, there's my waist, probably like high hip, I would say that it hits. Yeah. Oh, another thing that I didn't actually do is, as you can tell, I haven't put the binding, the little bows on. They're just not me, the little bows to fasten it, and I felt that I probably wouldn't have it fastened that much anyway, so I left them off. And I was thinking that if I did actually want fastening on, what I'd probably do would like sew on little hooks and eyes onto the inside so you couldn't see anyway, and then it'd just fasten by meeting at the front like that. So yeah, really pleased with that. Can't wait to get wearing it. And my next plan, which I've just cut out the pattern pieces and adjusted the sleeve on, is I'm going to make a sagebrush top, and I'm going to make it out of this fabric, which is what I've bound the waistcoat in, and then that's going to look really cool, like worn together, I think. So this is cotton lawn, and I can't remember where I got it from, but the shop has shut down. So yeah, so I'm really looking forward to making a sagebrush top in this next. And then the other thing that I'm going to be making this week, I've got an annual leave off work, so hopefully I'll get more than the sagebrush top and the next thing that I'm talking about made, but definitely I'll be getting these made, is, oh, that's me dropping stuff, is a jogging bottom set for my son for PE. Oh, there's a dog going past. Yeah, so they do PE outside twice a week at junior school, and I've made my daughter a tracksuit set twice because she grew out of her first one, so I'm going to make my son. I'll put pictures up here. It's the Bobbins and Buttons Joseph joggers and the George hoodie. So they're unisex patterns. Like I said, I've used them for my little girl, and I'm going to make my little boy a set. I've got some, it's just in the dryer, some black French terry that I bought from First for Fabrics. I don't know if you've used bobbins and buttons patterns before. She does adults and children's, and she does quite good basics, especially for children. And they go from 12 months to 14 years, so you get lots of use out of them. Like I say, this will be my third time of making these patterns, so I'm already getting my use out of them, I think. So yeah. Oh, the Joseph joggers actually go from 12 months to 14 years, and the George hoodie goes from 12 months to 12 years, which is a chest of 95 centimetres and a height of 152 centimetres. And the Joseph joggers goes up to a height of 164 centimetres with a waist of 67 centimetres and a hip of 89 centimetres. So yeah, for my children, who are quite slim, on the slimmer side of normal, I would say, they're quite generous in size, so I generally make the age down. So yeah, those are my 2 sewing plans for this week. So hopefully next week when I come back, I will definitely have got at least those 3 things made. And then the other thing that I bought this week is this. It's called Teddy Cotton Fleece. You see, it's fleecy on that side, and then this side is a bit just like French terry. You see them together? And this is from Sew Me Sunshine. When they first had this, they had it in a really nice off-white, like creamy colour, and I really wanted it, but I put off buying it, and then they've never got it back in stock. So I've got this green colour, because I do like green, and I'm going to make a page hoodie. So I've made one before, and this time I'm going to lengthen it a couple of inches just to make it a bit longer. And yeah, I think that's going to be good for winter, for when you don't need a coat maybe. Well, this kind of autumnish, because it's really hot actually at the minute. Don't need a coat, but a nice warm hoodie will do. So yeah, let me know if you've made any of these patterns. Oh, actually, I'll talk about what I'm going to make. The sage rust top, I've decided to lengthen the sleeve and reduce the width of it, so it's not as puffy, hopefully. So we'll see how that turns out. I know Friday Pattern Company, I've got a blog post on how to reduce the puffiness of the sleeve, which I did read, but I haven't reduced it as much as they have. So I've just sort of gone my own way and reduced it, and then I've lengthened it by 9 inches because I do want it to come to my wrist. So yeah, let me know if you've got any sewing plans or if you've made any of these patterns before, and I shall see you in a week hopefully with some of my makes. Oh, and just in case you're interested, this is the Tilly and the Buttons Tabitha t-shirt. Is it from her Make It Simple book? One of the books, yeah, that I made I think it was last year or the year before, out of a French terry. Gets lots of wear at this time of year, and it comes right down to like mid-calf on me. So yeah, all right then, thanks for watching. See you next time, bye.